Hey friends, welcome back and happy Tuesday. This week I was given some thought to a thing called horsehair braid. Have you ever heard of it? If you're a beginning sewist, you may not have heard of it, but you probably have seen it in many places. If you're a beginning sewist and your first thought was, my little pony, you should probably stick around. If you are a veteran sewist and your first thought was, psh, I've used that a million times, I know exactly what I'm doing, that's cool too, because guess what? We're friends and we all just gonna hang out and talk about it, okay? I will see you in just a second. I'm Nye with Ellie and Mac. Let's go, friends.
No ponies were hurt in the making of this video.
Okay, friends, I'm glad that you chose to stick around. I love having you here every Tuesday. Let's talk about this horsehair braid. No, I'm not talking about the weaves that I wear regularly because they make me look fabulous. What I'm talking about is a textile. This textile was originally used in Sweden in the 9th century. It was made from actual horsehair, mainly the mane and tail. And it was woven together to provide fullness in hems, puff sleeves, and sometimes for decorating hats. And if you have ever been to a gospel church, you know exactly what I mean. Grandma's hat. Horsehair braid can sometimes be called crinoline, but there's a little bit of a difference where horsehair is usually the mane and tail of the horse that was used to make upholstery or to stuff upholstery. But the crinoline was actually a very stiff fabric which was made of cotton and horsehair interwoven together. And I think that's why a lot of people just started calling this the crinoline. Over the years, though, we have stopped taking the hairs from the horses to beautify our dresses, and we have started creating this of nylon and polyester. So it's quite durable. You can wash it if you wash it on gentle cycle, but I would wonder anything that you would put this in, if it's going to be like a special piece, like you probably don't want to be washing that anyway. It can be pressed, and you'll see that I press it during this tutorial because you need to fold your fabric over it. Otherwise, it's just, you're going to get the wrinkles. Nobody wants the wrinkles. I'm 40. I'm not going to tell you how old I am. I'm just going to say I've been fighting the wrinkles for a little bit, okay? Anyway, I will not iron my face. Whoever suggested that can go home. Go home right now. You know, this is not a product of My Little Pony, but probably used to be, but used to be, but used to be. We can now move on forward and we can talk about what it's used for. This is essentially sewn to a lot of hems, and I have a whole bunch of things that I have used it on, but I'm going to show you some of them here. I'll have some pictures up here where I have used it to make or remake a pair of jeans into a skirt. And that skirt was just not, it wasn't giving me the whoosh that I really wanted. So I put some of that at the bottom of that hem and woohoo, let's talk about fire. Love it. I was like, yes, Nancy. Okay. And then I made my daughter a tutu with it, and I actually have it down here. It's a hot mess because she wears it everywhere and it's been a couple years, so don't judge my. This is a tutu that I made my daughter with the horsehair braid. And you can see it's sandwiched in between the, well, you probably can't see that from there. What am I thinking? Anyway, I will just tell you, it's sandwiched in there between the tulle. But you can see where that line is right there. Right there. That's a 3-inch horsehair braid. You can actually get horsehair braid in numerous colors and sizes, like all the way from 1/2 inch to like 4 inches, all kinds of colors. Just imagine if I had gotten on Etsy, y'all would not even have seen me this week, okay? I refashioned a pair of my buckle jeans. I think these are, yes, they are big stars. Big ups to the buckle store. The jeans got too small for me and I just couldn't part with them. So I put this at the bottom and you'll see I did not sandwich it, but I did use white so that you can't really see it when I'm wearing it. Let's keep it moving.
There are a bunch, 3 ways to use this as a hem. So I will actually show you 3 ways to use horsehair hem in this video.
In this video, I'm going to show you 3 ways to use horsehair braid in your hems. finished it, and I chose to go with the double-sided hem because my daughter is going to be wearing this over a tutu for Halloween. And you can see look how cute this is. I mean, look at that. That is beauty, miss. So once we get a pretty little tutu under here, then she'll be able to wear it. And I just love the way the hem is so like fluffy. So basically all I did was flip it inside out and I stitched right there in the ditch. Boop. Done. Now you know how to use horsehair braid. You know how to use it to add a little vavoom and maybe a little oomph to your creations. I hope you had fun learning about it. And now I'm going to share with you some Ellie and Mac patterns you might consider using it for. Here are some that I would have chosen for kids. The Quinn, Be Amazing, and Holiday Cheer are all beautiful creations by Ellie and Mac. You can make them yours by using a little horsehair braid and adding a little vavoom to those patterns. There are a few other patterns that I've also included for adults. Be the leader, be confident, and be bold. They all have either a beautiful hem or a beautiful shoulder structure that you can add horsehair to if you like, just to give it a little more oomph. If you don't know what oomph is, I'll have to look it up in the dictionary. I mean, it just makes everything just a little extra dressy, just a little extra fabulous. You know what I mean? Next week, we're going to work on something else that's going to be fun. But until then, I'll just wait for you next Tuesday. Bye, friends. So the things, yeah. Bye.